Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro. Start again with this information. Astrology, do at your own pace. This is course for beginners, 16 astrology classes, 40 hours of lectures and 1 hour free appointment. Link in the bio, and you will enjoy these classes. You can contact with team, they will give you every brief about this course. Now let's start with this, the start of the week, which is also start of the month. This is coincidence, month starting from 1st June, week starting from 1st June, and two very important transit, and what they are going for, for you people, because internet is filled with poison things. But no, let's welcome Akashji with Amrit things. Namaskar, Ram Ram Akashji.
Namaskar, Rohiji. Ram Ram. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining and all the best for this beautiful week that is supposed to be happening. This is a very, very special week, and because there are two very beautiful transits happening, and one transit is very much required, and that is Mangal Mars. So it's going to be a very positive week. Mangal and Mars Ketu can be very extreme. So we will see the positive side of the extreme and how we can manifest great things. Uh, as Rohitji said, do at your own pace astrology for beginners. This is the last time we are promoting, and next video onwards, we are pausing it for a time because I have received nearly 100, 200 people saying that we want to learn live. So I'm going to be preparing a new course, astrology advanced, and I'll be doing that only. So you have to learn basics at your own pace, or basics. If you know, then we'll be doing only advanced classes. Let's start with Aries ascendant people. So when we talk about Aries ascendant, Moon is entering into Leo. Here, the fourth house lord is coming to the fifth house, which is a very positive sign because fortunately, fifth house is a very, very benefic place. But Moon is meeting Ketu here after a true transit of Ketu. True transit of Ketu and Rahu happened on 29th of May. So that means they are already now with 29, 59 degrees into the sign of Aquarius and Leo respectively. Fifth house is the house of your creativity and intelligence. Moon is very favorable here. That means everything that has to do with property, home, environment, social security will do great things. But when it comes to children, when it comes to your decision making, there can be a little bit of challenges while third around 3rd of June, not first and second, because when 3rd of June, Moon will be very close to the cusp of entering into Virgo, and this is where it comes in conjunction with Ketu. Moon and Ketu conjunction is also called Pitra dosha, or we can call some kind of Grahan dosha, such kind of things. Ketu is a headless planet, but a very spiritual planet. Moon is also a Ketu planet. Moon is also a very spiritual planet, but when it comes to the nature of Moon, Moon is very luxurious and very, very what do you say? Like extrovert when it comes to love. Here is the house of love and romance. Some misunderstandings or some kind of challenges, breakups, some challenges in romantic life can happen. In education also, we can see some kind of disturbance during this week, in the beginning of the week. So sorry for this, but the best thing to do here is Vishnu Sahasranam. The mantra of Vishnu Sahasranam is equivalent to every prayer in this world. Just do that and you are sorted. That's how you need to navigate this. All the best. Later, Moon will enter into Virgo. Now, whenever the fourth house lord goes to the sixth house, and if you are thinking or if you're planning to take some debt or loan for your home, for your property, for financing for your car or vehicle, this is an absolute great time. But we have to be very careful when it comes to the health of the mother or health of your mother's brother. There can be possibility that you are going somewhere, you are going to be going to some kind of hospital or clinic or some kind of blood test or some kind of possibility of some kind of medicines that you take or you give or you buy, something that is happening. Because it is aspected by Saturn, we have to be more careful here, because Moon in this sixth house can also create some kind of like enemies. Because of your generosity, people may consider that this person is a foolish person, let's get something out of this person. So you have to be very careful. There is a very difficult and very cunning world out there. We need to be very, very vigilant from such people. Moon in the sixth house, there is one more thing here, and that is related to your what you say, your journeys, because moon is aspecting the 12th house. So if there is any kind of journeys that we are looking for, any kind of travel we are looking for, it will happen, and expenses can be high. Later, moon will enter into the 7th house, enters into Libra. It is fourth from the fourth. That means exactly sitting fourth from itself and receiving an aspect of Mars, which is transiting the next day here. But what positivity is this? That this is such a powerful yoga when the Lagna Lord is transiting the fourth house Lord from the fourth house, even for like one day. 7th of June is going to be like 6th and 7th of June is going to be very, very extremely positive when it comes to money from partnership, wealth from partnership, or speculative gains. In many cases, gains through inheritance or some property or some sale of vehicle also happens. Very good time even for for your partner, for your spouse. There is going to be some great news as well. There will be some positive news, because positively it is aspected by Rohiji. This is very rare for moon to get such aspects. It is getting fifth aspect of Jupiter. It is getting fourth aspect of what do you say, Mars, and it is getting aspect of Venus also. So it is in an extreme powerful position when it comes from 6th of June till 8th of June. It is going to be like super moon for you. So all the best, guys. And moon is already in 5 next days. It will be an Amavasya. So it will be a Purnima. Sorry. So it will be very great for you. Finally, Mercury enters into its own sign, and with Jupiter, whenever Mercury and Jupiter are together, it is called Vishnu Lakshmi Narayana Yoga. So we are very happy about this. It is the third house of communication, where Jupiter also gets lot of power, because the lord of the third house is here. So any approvals, any possibilities related to short distance travel, your visas, your education, because see, both are aspecting the ninth house of higher education and also travel. So here, things related to higher education for your kids, for you, possibility of getting back with your friends, some kind of rift and challenges happen between your friendships. This is where it shows positivity. In other cases, third house is also the house that is related to your written communication, or we can say on an overall level every communication. Here the more positivity is because of Jupiter's aspect on the ninth house and collective aspect of Saturn on the ninth house. This means that there is going to be a lot of discipline that comes in workplace, in education place. So in education, if you're wandering somewhere, you will come back to action. So very positive things happening. Finally, the transit that everyone has been waiting for, and this is Mars transit. Mars is now Lagna Lord coming to the fifth house, which is extremely positive. Only thing is that while beginning, there is no problem when Mars is here. When Mars will take a lot of degrees and reach Ketu's point, that is where we will see problem, because and that will be around August, July. That'll be around next month only, when Mars will be very, very powerful when it comes to the sign of Leo. Ruji, can you, meanwhile, while I'm making the video, can you check when is Mars transiting towards Ketu, the date, like to Virgo, because Ketu will be in very, very higher degrees right now from the retrograde motion, and Mars is going to be just entering this house. So they're not going to have a conjunction unless until they meet 7 degrees in common, what do you say, 7 degrees in common. Before that, we are very good. Mars is very positive here. Speculative gains, possibility of gains from real estate, possibility of, again, 5,000, 8,000 making a very big combination. Lottery. Yes, Rohiji? Lottery or some kind of stuff like that. So it's going to be very.
28th July.
I
28th
told you,
July
right?
when Mars is
July.
28th July.
Yeah, because I knew Mars ka position is like 2 months only. So 28th July is when Mars is going. So till 28th July. So that means 23rd July till
52 days.
28th. Yeah.
52 days. 52 days Mars will
So
be
that means
okay.
23rd July till 28th July is when everyone has to be extremely careful on a very
Yes.
big level, especially for your kids. And we'll be making a complete video for this. So do subscribe. So do subscribe, because remedies are also coming. So you should be able to then, understand. But this time, while Mars is here in this whole month, in this whole month, actually in June till 15th of July, we are very positive, because speculative gains, lottery gains in real estate, gains from your children, gains from your romantic partner, in fact getting into new relationships, commitment, Lagna Lord in the fifth house, intimacy Lord in the fifth house, getting into new relationship is possible. And also some kind of hidden wealth can come. So let's hope for the best. Fingers crossed. All the best, guys. Have a great week and see you next week. Taurus ascendant. So moon is entering into Leo here, Rohichi. When we look at moon is the lord of the third house coming to the fourth house. That means a lot of positivity when it comes from gains from all the communication that we have done in the past. Any effort that you have put will not go wasted. It will convert into inner peace and happiness and social security. Later, what happens is that 3rd of June is when moon will be very close to Ketu, because Ketu has just taken, like, 29-59 degrees here in the sign of Leo. So on 3rd of June, you have to be very careful, especially for the health of the mother. And in some cases, also our vehicles, some accidents, some headless decisions, sometimes family disputes, problem, or some suddenly vehicle gets, some kind of expenses related to what we say, mechanical expenses, or some home renovations, because Ketu is nothing but Mars in a very different form. It is just a silent Mars. Mars is an aggressive planet. Ketu is saying, okay, I will kill you, but very secretly. Mars says, I will kill you on your face. That's how it means. Later, moon will enter into Virgo. Here, the third house lord is gone to the fifth house. If there is any kind of challenges related to you and siblings, any problem between you and siblings, any conversation or any communication between you and your siblings, this is the time that you will come very close together and some things can happen. Even with your friends, even with your very neighbors, there can be possibility of a lot of talking with each other. This time, your children can go for higher journeys or long journeys. There can be possibility they're going somewhere. And education-wise, this is a very beautiful time for skill development. Creatively, you will be doing very good. Whenever a benefit comes to any Kendra or Trikona, it is supposed to be good. But Trikona are more powerful than Kendras. Remember this. So this is more powerful house. Finally, you will see that moon will enter into Libra. Now, fourth house lord, fourth from itself, receiving aspect of Mars, aspect of Jupiter, aspect of Saturn. Aspect of Venus. So if you see Jupiter, Mars, and here Mahalakshmi Yoga, those who are struggling with debt, either receiving, either paying, you will find very good ways to pay debts, because Jupiter is putting an aspect from the second house. There is possibility Mars aspecting this place of your sixth house of enemies. Make sure that enemies go away during this time. And also because Venus is aspecting some possible some possible interaction or possible gains from foreign countries going to happen. So it's a very beautiful time. I'm very happy. There is no problem here. Finally, Mercury will enter into the second house. So Mercury is the second and the fifth house lord. That means wealth-wise, Mercury is a very important planet in this chart. Mercury and Jupiter are very important. And when 11th house lord and second house lord conjunct in the second house, wealth-wise, if you are expecting some great wealth, some new job, some bonuses, some inheritance, some family money, some paid last, loaned out money to be coming in, you will see very, very extremely positive news. Mercury is very fast during this time, and by 24th, I guess it will always already be in the third house. But this is an excellent time for improving your family dynamics, improving your vocabulary, including your speaking abilities, going for some personality development, and also learning. Like lot of learning during this time is happening. There can be some kind of challenges in family because Mercury and Jupiter are enemies on a karmic pattern. They're enemies, but when it comes to their conjunction, it is Vishnu Lakshmi Yoga. Lakshmi Narayan Yoga, sorry. And this means that here some wealth is going to be generated. So it does not mean that if they are coming here, that day you generate wealth. No. But you will get the source for a very long time. You get a degree in engineering. You must have got a degree in engineering in 2005, but today that is helping you, right? That, okay, I'm an engineer. That kind of stuff happens. So this combination generates something and it can happen over a period of time. So all the best. Mars finally is going to transit, and Mars is going to be transiting into the Kendra here. Now, if you look at Mars, it is the 7th house and the 12th house lord coming into Kendra. Means a lot of people, sorry for this, but a lot of people may be coming back home from their foreign country. There can be possible problems like layoffs, like challenges and whatnot it is in the career area, and there can be possibility of you coming back to your home countries if you're going through Mars Ketu Dasha Sun Dasha. These are the problems. If not, we will do some remedies and make sure that we are safe. That is one point. Mars and Ketu together in the fourth house will, by end of 28th of July, is when they will have a proper conjunction here, because Mars will be entering into Virgo. But here, 23rd till 28th of July is when we have to be very careful when it comes to your mother, your vehicles, anything to do in home. There can be some accident, there can be some problem, because Mars and Ketu energy is not considered very positive. It is very intense energy. As Mars goes forward, you will see that lot of intensity that happens in your home area. On an overall week, this is a very positive week. But when it comes to Mars is very positive right now. Anything that has to do with real estate, anything that has to do with vehicle purchasing can happen. But also, because 12th house lord comes to the 4th house, that means you may come from a foreign country to your home country. Some problem like this, but this is how world works. We cannot have control over everything. So all the best. If your chart has, individually, when we look at your chart, and if there is some kind of remedy we can do, that I can suggest. But on an overall level, if you're going through Mars Ketu Dasha, then there is a possibility of a lot of challenges here. All the best. Take care. Have a great time. We'll meet you next week. Gemini ascendant, Rohitji. When we talk about Gemini ascendant, Moon is entering into Leo. Now, when we look at Moon, Moon is the second house lord in the third house. That means here, your family wise, some kind of wealth can come, or some communication from your family comes that, here is what we are thinking, here is what we are discussing, here is what we can see, something like this. There is going to be some conversation between family, between siblings. If you are going through a lot of trouble from your siblings, from challenges from your siblings related to wealth, related to family, fixed assets or assets, you will see some relief here, but not so deeply. Moon will be very close to Ketu on 3rd of June, and this is where we have to be careful to keep our mouth shut, keep our hands away from the keyboard. We don't want to write some stupid stuff and mails and send it to our bosses, this, that, whatnot. We don't want any kind of drama here. Ketu is generally said as a Scorpio lord, so it is the 6th house lord. So we can have a little bit of ups and downs, or some kind of illusion in your workplace. We don't want that to happen. Ketu is a very cruel planet. Cruel means very malefic planet. Third house, Ketu has more courage than Moon. So Ketu wins here on 3rd of June till 4th of June. Ketu wins for one day. Ketu will do everything in its own power. So we want to be away from such kind of, hatred or hate or anger. Third house is also the house of anger. So you want to be away from this. Better 3rd of June, just be either take a leave or either just chill. Whatever, if anyone slaps you also, say that, okay, let my time come. It's okay. Just okay. I wanted to take it. That's how this time is. You should not react. Otherwise, it will all be bad. Now, don't take slap on a very, very literal manner. Slap means someone gives you a hard time, trouble, problem in your workplace, problem through your career. You have to just be silent. You have to say, okay, let my time come, then I will say. And that time comes when Mars and Ketu are together. So we have to wait. Here, Moon will enter into Virgo, the second house lord in the 4th house. Real estate transactions, shifting rent agreement. If it is ending, you are making a new rent agreement. There is possibility here, because Mars, this is the house of Mercury, and Mercury is also going to be transiting the next day. There is possibility that lot of great things related to your related to your roots, your communication, your emotional security with your mother, with your home, is going to get solved during this time. 4th house is the pakka place of Moon. Like that means whatever sign it is, whatever it is, the energy of Moon also. This is the energy of nurturing. Here you get a lot of nurturing, especially because later, as we see, Moon is in progression all the time. It is receiving an aspect of Jupiter, receiving an aspect of Mars, receiving aspect of Venus also. So if you see such powerful time, Moon is in the 5th house here, the second house lord in the 5th house. This is when Mahalakshmi can give you extreme blessings. And why not? The lord of this fifth house is aspecting from the 11th house. So some gains comes from social circle, gains come from environment that is very, very, in group settings. And also because second house lord in the 5th house, so speculative gain wise, because it is aspected by Mars, you can try your luck from 6th of June till 8th of June. Amazing and wonderful time for all the people who have Moon Mahadasha and Mars Mahadasha going on. I am one of it, Moon Mahadasha and Mars Mahadasha. So I'm just telling you, if you are going through it, amazing time. Finally, Mercury will enter into the ascendant. When it comes to the ascendant, it actually refines your personality. It actually makes you feel, behave, and act more intelligent, more powerful. And what do we need? The planet of intelligence and the planet of wisdom are sitting together. So you will be very wisdom oriented. Every discussion, every point that you are saying will have a meaning, and that will convert into happiness for you. So great time. And then Mars, Mangal Devta, is going to be going to the third house, which is a very great house for Mars, by the way. 11th house Lord in the third house, 6th house Lord in the third house. That means you will show extreme courage when it comes to your social circle or your social acceptance. Somewhere where you are feeling that socially you're not getting accepted, or you have joined a new workplace, or you're joining a new workplace and you're very fearful that, okay, how is going to be my situation here? You will see that you are extremely come out very courageous, very open. Also, sixth house Lord is setting 10th from itself. There is going to be a lot of communication required in the workplace. So we have to be very careful, and not careful, we have to be very, very this time optimistic, as well as you have to not miss any opportunity, because third house Mars is an extreme Mars. It can give you extreme initiation. You can even think about startups during this time. So it's a very positive thing. 11th house Lord, fifth from itself, those are in social media, social circle, social development, content creation, writing, journalism. You will see more aggressive approach in your outlook towards the whole social media scheme. Now, when we look at here, look at one more possibility, that Mars is now from here aspecting its own sign. That is the sixth house. Mars is aspecting your ninth house and your 10th house. There is going to be a lot of progress in your career area. There's going to be a lot of progress in your workplace. Your enemies are not going to trouble you, and so many great things happening. So, all the best. Have a great time. For this Mars, by 20 between 23rd of July till 28th of July, we will see that Mars and Ketu are very close. For that, I'm making a very big video. So to understand what are the precautions we need to take, because Mars and Ketu is aggressive energy, and in your third house, it's not that great. So we want to, great as in not for you. For you it is very great. For other people who will take enmity with you, it's not great for them. So we don't want to take any wrong steps. That's why we'll be making a big video on this, so that you may understand. So do connect with the channel and always be here. Thank you. Rohit, this is one beautiful opportunity for everyone. This is the last time we are promoting. Next on video onwards is not there, because we are going to be starting advanced astrology classes. Now, astrology for beginners, here 16 astrology classes with 40 plus hours of lectures and 1 hour of free appointment after the classes. So this is what we will be learning. Now here, Cancer Ascendant. When we talk about Cancer Ascendant, Rohit, from 1st of June till 7th of June, this is how the planetary placements are. Number one, Moon is the ascendant lord, and when it goes to the second house, there is going to be some kind of possibility of wealth creation in your life. Maybe new opportunities, new possibilities, or because of your effort, you may see that wealth is now coming. This is also the house of speaking, house of desires, house of we can say earth. All the money related matters is this. Then when it comes about your status, your aukad we say in Hindi, and it means your social status. This is exactly where we see happiness of our social status. Why? 11th house is the house of social circle, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth house is the security that we get in social circles. This is how this house is determined. Ketu and Moon will come into conjunction around 3rd of June. This is the time you have to be very mouth shut. This is the time enmities, problems, power problems, some bad arguments can happen 3rd of June. So we have to be very quiet during that time, because your Lagna Lord is getting afflicted in a Grahana, in a eclipse with Ketu. There is no other thing. So we want to be careful. We don't want to take any, what do you say? We want to don't not even be revengeful, not even be speaking bad things. We have to just be silent and neutral. Later, now the Lagna Lord goes to the 3rd house. It is a time of lot of effort, lot of communication, short distance travel. There can be possibility that between 4th of June till 6th of June, you are traveling somewhere. There can be possibility here. A lot of effort you are putting on some project, or suddenly you have to work very hard on, relationship patterns with your friends, with your neighbors, and with your siblings. Can happen. Whenever a benefit comes to an upchaya house, third house is an upchaya house. We're going to discuss in one video, because someone told me, sir, you say upchaya, this, that, we don't understand the words. I'm going to be explaining you in one video what these all mean. So stay tuned. There is so many transits happening that I cannot concentrate on making generic videos. What can I do, Rohit? How much do I work? 16 hours I'm doing. After that, my family is also there. I have to sleep also. So how much I do?
So if
So
you
I'm
can
trying.
little bit try, I can suggest if you can stop sleeping for few months. we can make
That
at
is
that
only happening,
pace
Rohit. That is only the
during
next.
the time.
That
We
is
can
only the
try.
next step, I guess. Writing the book also. I am writing with Judy. She's my what do you say, copywriter here, She- a content writer, a very creative person. We are at almost 400 pages now.
Oh, great.
Anyways, so now here, Moon enters into Libra, into the fourth house. When ascendant Lord goes to the fourth house, aspected by Mars, Yoga Karka of this planet of this chart, aspected by Jupiter, aspected by Venus. What happens? We get happiness. We get a lot of great news related to wealth. Those who are trying to sell their property, shift somewhere, change their property, change their vehicle, change their pattern of social security. You will see that possibly great wonderful news are coming this week, because Mars is going to be changing the house in one day. So the aspect of Mars is very limited, but very high degree Mars is looking at Moon here, which means lot of possibilities are happening just by in friction, like friction of seconds, things can happen. One more thing, fourth house is also the house of nurturing. So you may be very close to your mother. You can hear something very great news about your mother, or health wise, mother is not doing good. So you will see positivity here. In fact, in your career also, it's going to be like amazing, because Moon is aspecting the 10th house where Venus is. So it gives you luxury in your career and little bit of acceptance in your career. Finally, Rohitji, Mercury will enter into Gemini. Now, Mercury here is the lord of the 12th house only, and coming to the 12th house. The third house lord comes to the 12th house because of work. There can be long journeys. There can be possibility of you planning or booking some tickets for long journeys. There can be possibility, sorry to say, don't take some kind of losses to sibling, or some kind of bad news for siblings can happen, younger siblings basically. Sometimes in this scenario, when Jupiter and Mercury are together, it is called Lakshmi Narayan Yoga. You receive some very great news from a very far distant place, from a foreign country. Mercury in its own sign in the 12th house can also indicate some kind of visiting hospitals, or because on the other hand, it's not for you, it may be for someone else, but because it is the sixth house lord in the 12th house, some kind of challenges related to health, for either in family, either for someone else, can happen, and you may be visiting a hospital or spending some money on your on medicines. Later, Mangal Devta, Mars, the much awaited transit, which is what's very, very difficult for a very long time, because Mars was here, then retrograde, then again, very long time debilitation, is now ending and entering into the awesome place, the 10th house lord, the 5th house lord in the second house. That means through your creativity, through your career, there is going to be some kind of wealth, possibility of wealth that we receive. So, beautiful time for you. One more important thing, second house is how's the speech. When Ketu and Mars are together in conjunction, right now they will not do that much damage, but 23rd till 28th of July is when we have to be careful, because for that I'll be making a big video, so don't worry about it. Anyways, Mars in the second house can give you amazing money in speculation. Be very careful when you do share market, stock market, crypto. But this is the time that your numbers are going to be going up, 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 and you're going to be so happy that yeah, I made some profit here. So all the best for this. One more thing, sorry, Cancer ascendant. Here, one more thing is that second house is also the house of dental issues, and Ketu and Mars together can create some kind of surgery in the mouth, in dental, in neck, in tongue, in throat, such kind of areas. Even from nose, like what is the second house? Second house is exactly from the below the temple, from this nose, all the what do you say? All the um, sinuses, nose, your mouth, your lips, your tongue, your teeth, your gums, everything is ruled by the second house. In such areas, you can see Mars and Ketu together, some kind of surgery, some kind of suddenly wisdom tooth pain, suddenly some problems like in the dental area. This is my wife's chart also. I think she's going to have some problems. I have to save some money, Rohitji, because in Canada, dental is not free. Otherwise, if cancer happens, it's free, but teeth problem happens, it's not free. That's how it is supposed to be. Anyways, all the best, guys. I gave you all the precautions and all the opportunities, so make the most of it. And beautiful week. I think it's a very great week when it comes to wealth. It's a very challenging week when it comes to you speaking something rubbish. So be careful about what we want. Don't want to speak rubbish. We want to only make wealth. All the best, and thank you. Leo ascendant, Rohiji. When we talk about Leo ascendant, Moon is the 12th house lord. Finally, Moon is coming to the ascendant, and finally, Mars will also take a transit. This Mars transit is very important. And Rohiji, you can't even imagine If I say, everyone will say it is a false thing. I told you when Mars came here, I got a frozen shoulder when it became debilitated. Now, Rohit, see, it's not completely benefit, but I can still, move my hand because it's finally going away from this place. So this hand can go up now. This is okay, but this one, you will not hear it was coming. Now I can just raise it, like even raise it like without any support. So this is what planetary, and I'm going through Mars Mahadasha also. Why shoulder? Because it is aspecting the fourth house. The debilitated Mars with a debilitated fourth aspect on the third house of shoulder created this problem. Secondly, Rohiji, you will not even believe this. That day I was sleep, like few days ago I was sleeping, and suddenly lot of pain in my ears, lot of pain, right ear, lot of pain. And I said, Acha, I did not think about Mars. I said, what the hell, man? I took this is still the drops are here only. I took the drops and I put it here in my ears. And morning when I was doing an appointment for someone and I saw Leo ascendant, I said, did you get any kind of ear pain? He said, no, sir, I did not get ear pain, but I pierced my ear. Just imagine the power of Mars. It did something. I said, you did not get ear pain, but the piercing after that, he said, then, sir, that I put antibiotic because it became very thick and very, very swollen. This is what Mars does. The fourth aspect of Mars in the third house is ears only, and he pierced the ear, and he got some infection there. So Mars is, if it is in your Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantar, Sukshma, Prana, it will do whatever it is supposed to do. That's why these transit videos are very important. Anyways, Moon is entering into Leo, the 12th house lord, into the first house. That means with Ketu, your brain fog, this is the time of brain fog, okay? It will achieve very, very fast degrees on 3rd of June. Very positive when it comes to spiritual gains, like from spiritual merits, you can now benefit something. But when it comes to your attitude, your mind, you may be a little bit of challenge. You may a little bit of challenge yourself that, oh my God, am I doing the right thing? Am I being very aggressive? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? So that kind of scenario happens. So we have to be very careful not to make any foolish decisions, not to come into others people's words. Unless and until we see or we believe ourselves, we don't want to react. That is the kind of situation that everyone is going to be into. Later, Rohitji, we will see that Moon will enter into Virgo. Now, when Moon enters into Virgo, here the 12th house Lord is in the second house. Gains from foreign country. Possibility of family member going to a foreign country or planning some foreign trip. Also, your bank balance, your pocket gets a little bit of expensive because you're planning for foreign country, going for a long distance place. So this is that time where we have to be planning for all this kind of situation. Wealth wise, we are seeing very great happiness because the dispositor of the second house is in the Kendra, in the 10th house, and ideally the same day it is also transiting into the sign of Gemini. The next day it is going to be transiting the sign of Gemini. We can manifest great things from your workplace also. Workplace wise, if there is some promise that has been done about money, we will see, and your wealth generally is going to be increasing. So very positive. Moon will enter into Libra. Now the 12th house lord in the third house, fourth from itself, aspected by Mars, aspected by Jupiter, aspected by aspected by Venus also. We will see that in your communication area there can be very balanced approach that you say. Those who are expecting any visa, any OCIs, any green cards, any initiation of green cards, visa or PR or anything, you will see a next step coming in for you. Mars is making Mahalakshmi Yog, by the way, here. So because of your communication and your efforts in the past, you are supposed to gain something as well. Finally, Mercury, who's a very important planet in this chart, second house lord comes to the 11th house with the fifth house lord. When second and fifth house lord comes to the 11th house, this is a time of extreme speculative gain. I generally don't say, but I would suggest every Leo ascendant people to take some lotteries during this time or take some kind of. And if you're going by chance through Mercury Mahadasha, Jupiter Mahadasha, or actually Mercury and Jupiter Mahadasha, then there is a lot of possibility of some speculative gain, either from share market, stock market, your wishes, your goals, or some big income, big contract, big job change, big job offer is coming. Let's wait for it, and you need to suggest me in the comments below that how are you manifesting this and what is happening to you. Also, feedback, very important. We need feedback that are we doing everything right? Is there any kind of wrong or is any kind of problems we are creating for you guys? So, or some things we are not actually looking at. So you have to tell us all this, because then we will be able to make our content very much better. That's why surveys are there, na, to understand what is the problem. So I want to know what is the problem, if it's any. If not, then just share your experiences around what are you thinking, what point in life you are right now, and what are you doing for it. Okay. Now, Rohiji, here Mercury and Jupiter together are also called Lakshmi Narayana Yoga. This is again positive, because fifth house Lord in the 11th house, second house Lord in the 11th house, eighth house Lord in the 11th house. There is going to be sudden speculative gain that we can see. One possibility is that the gains can be from your children as well, because both are aspecting the fifth house of children. But Saturn is also aspecting there. So gains sitting in the eighth house, in the house of Jupiter. So gains can be sudden also, and this can be coming either from your social circle, either from a big contract, or either from some speculative gains. All the best. Finally, the time that I don't know you guys are waiting for it or no, I am waiting for it. Finally, Mars has to come out of debilitation, because Mars makes you lazy. Even with working Roji around 15-16 hours a day, I feel lazy. I'm not doing enough. I've missed this, I missed that. I promised this to someone that I will come back today on this chart, come back today on that chart, but I don't have bandwidth to do it. So that kind of possibility. Now Mars in the first house, the courage will be restored. When a Yoga Karka planet, when a Trikona Lord and a Kendra Lord comes in the Kendra, it is an extreme Raja Yoga. Since Mars and Ketu are not yet conjunct, they will be in the same sign, but will be in different nakshatras altogether. Mars will start from Magha nakshatra, then go into the other nakshatras. But here, Ketu is going to be in the end of, in 29 degrees 59 minutes. So we are not worried about Ketu and Mars till 23rd of July till 28th of July. So we have a lot of time to worry about it. Right now, we want to get worried about that. Now this is a time of taking action, initiatives, making sure that if you are trying to build something of your own, trying to get out there, be creative, your destiny is going to support for you. This is a possibility that if any real estate transaction you want to do, that will also happen. Your courage, you will be awesome during this time. That's what I can say. I'm very positive about this placement. So amazing time for all the Leo ascendant people. Mars aspects the fourth house here, seventh house here, and eighth house here. Eighth house is aspecting Saturn. So we want to be very, very careful about accidents. Some kind of sudden accidents can happen, because Mars and Saturn together means if you go away even 1% from discipline, you will get into some kind of trouble. That's what it means. But Mars aspecting fourth and seventh house, it means that possibility Mars is going to be controlling Rahu. So Rahu cannot do very bad things. It is also receiving aspect of Jupiter. So that is also great. So here, possibility enhancement in your love and romantic life or partnerships is going to happen. And real estate transactions, if in partnerships are done during this time, it will be very beneficial for you. All the best. Even if you're going for a rent agreement and you're changing your house, there may be possibility that you have to put another name also together. So not only your name, so maybe your and your spouse's or your girlfriend, this kind of name. This is what happens. This is the time of signing a lot of contracts also. So let's hope for the best. All the best, guys. Have a great, wonderful transit, and I will see you next week again. So let's meet again. Virgo rising, Virgo ascendant. When we talk about moon is entering into Leo here. When we look at moon is the 11th house lord in the 12th house. That means gains through social circle from a foreign country. But also very great news about foreign settlement, because Rahu and Ketu have now taken that position, and Ketu puts you into isolation. Virgo ascendant people, comment below and let me know. Have you been feeling isolated from last 15-20 days, feeling that, somewhere I'm all alone, there is no friend, there is no one to discuss my personal things. I need to visit more temples, more spiritual things, more solitude, more silence, more meditation, starting something new. Are you feeling this, or are you feeling extrovert? I want to know what is happening. And by chance, if you're going through Ketu Mahadasha, have you developed any kind of fear or insecurity about your job, that okay, what if my job goes away? What if I speak this, something wrong is going to happen? If I do this, something wrong is going to happen. That kind of scenario happens. But remember, Ketu is in your sixth house, so no one can do anything wrong to you. Every enemy will burn if they try to unethically challenge you. See, competition is a very fair and very healthy thing, but when it comes to jealousy and hatred, that is not good. And that is where Rahu plays. Rahu is very competitive here. It means that if you're not good, it will make you lose also. But It is when it comes to when cruel intentions of other people, when they want to harm you deliberately, then Rahu screws their happiness. That's how this placement is. Moon in the 12th house, it's going to make sure that you have to make sure that expenses related to travel can happen, and also for your elder siblings there can be some very big expenses that are coming up. One positive news is that those who are expecting any kind of visa, this that process, any kind of goals they have to reach to foreign country, to apply in foreign country, to go to foreign country, they will see progress in that area. Moon will then come into the ascendant. The 11th house lord in the ascendant is also great news, aspected by Saturn, which is one problem that unless and until you're in discipline, you will be problem. But Moon here makes your personality very charismatic. You attract other people, and this helps you finish and complete your goals. So that means your attractiveness, your speaking, your nurturing quality is going to be working wonders for you. Finally, Moon will enter into Libra, into the second house. Now, when 11th house and second house is any kind of relationship, and now here the relationship is more intense because the second house lord from the 8th house is aspecting Mars, from the 11th house is aspecting Moon. Jupiter is also aspecting the fifth aspect on the Moon. So, career wise, suddenly some kind of big gains are coming, and you are going to, from a small group, those people who are expecting, waiting for, looking for a job or getting a job offer, may also get job offer, and their income pattern increases, becomes positive. And also family wise, we see great positivity. If you're even looking for inheritance money or somewhere shared resources, that means we did something together, now I need to have some kind of wealth against, around it, this is the time that you may recover that. If in the past you have given some loans, not able to recover, this is also the time that you may be able to recover such loans. So beautiful time. I don't want to jinx it by saying great, good, 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 good. So let it happen. Finally, the Kendra lords are in Kendra and making a very big Raja Yoga. This is Jupiter and Mercury together in the 10th house, making Lakshmi Narayan Yoga. And career wise, it's going to be a very positive time. Happiness wise, very positive time. Relationship wise, very positive time. Your attitude, your happiness, your relationships, your career, your power, your dignity, your rank, is everything is going up. And I am so happy. Very positive transit of Mercury in its own sign. But this is not going to be there for a very long time. Mercury is running away, and by 23rd, 24th, again, it will enter into Cancer. So this time is the time that you really apply for jobs, give interviews, try to ask for promotion, try to ask for raise, try to accept new job offers, try to travel from your workplace, try to get into a relationship in your workplace, maybe love affair. There is possibility of even asking for some loan from your workplace to buy a property. Such great transit, such great position of planets. All the best. Finally, Mangal Devata is going to be getting over with this debilitation process and going into the sign of Leo. The 8th house lord in the 12th house, Vipreet Rajyog with Ketu, two malefics in the 12th house, is a very good news. If there is fear, there is anxiety, there is depression, there is challenges or fear of traveling, or traveling which was not happening for a very long time, it will happen. You'll be very courageous. Health wise only we are challenged here, because Mars looks at the 6th house, and that is the house of house of Saturn. And this Rahu sitting here can create a little bit of disturbance when Mars puts an aspect on Rahu in a direct manner. That will happen between 23rd and 28th of July. But that time, Rahu and so Ketu and Mars will also be conjunct. So this is a time of hospitals. This is a time of visiting hospital, not for yourself, but for other people also. Sometimes accidents, sometimes challenges in the brain. Sometimes, if you're very old, getting some kind of dementia kind of problems, or you may feel in your parents, if they're Virgo ascendant, that dementia kind of problems is happening. So that kind of issues happen. But Mars here is a very extremely benefic, in a benefic state. And if there are a lot of sudden ups and downs that have been happening for a very long time in your life, Mars is going to solve that, because it is the 8th house lord in the 12th house. One more thing, the dispositor of this sign is also in the 9th house. So if foreign settlement is a question for higher education, you are applying something, not getting it, you may see progress. If work-wise you are applying something and not happening, you will see some positive results. And even if, like, as simple as you want to visit to a foreign country to explore or to see new culture and stuff like that, you will see progress happening after 7th of June 2025. So overall, great and amazing time. I hope that this becomes more positive, more intense for all the Virgo ascendant people, and let's only wish that no health problems, accidents should happen. It should only be If there is someone sick, we go and meet them, or we spend some money on some medicines for them. That is what is required, not your own health. I pray for you, and do a lot of chanting of Mahamrityunjay mantra. Trambakam yajamahi sugandhim pushti vardhanam urvaruk nivandanam mrityur mokshayamamrita. Very important. You will see positivity comes to you. Okay, all the best. Great time. Let's move to, before we move to Libra, do at your own pace astrology for beginners. We have 16 astrology classes with 40 plus hours of lectures and 1 hour of free appointment. And this 1 hour of free appointment is now going to get cancelled. After this, we are not going to give it. It's only 16 astrology classes and 40 hours of lectures, because the price that we are giving is very, very extremely like nothing. I just saw Rohitji, one Pandit called I don't want to take any name, or he's on YouTube doing a lot of. He charged 75,000 for 30 minutes appointment. 75,000 rupees is $1,000 for 30 minutes of appointment. So I don't know. Either Varhamira's soul has come into him, or Parasharaji has taken a rebirth. I think that is what has happened. Anyways, good for him. My rate is same from 3 years. It will be same for next 10 years. We are all sorted. Libra ascendant. Moon is entering into Leo here. When we talk about Moon is the lord of your Kendra, and especially the lord of your career. 10th house lord in the 11th house, Rohitji, every time it will be very much gains from your career. Some great gains from your career is coming. And that is going to be very suddenly out of surprise, that you'll say, oh, never ever expected something like this. 1st of June till 3rd of June. Now, 3rd of June till 4th of June, we have to be careful, because Moon and Ketu will be in very close
One point,
conjunction.
one point I want to ask here. Very good point you tell that if 10th house, 11th house Lord, one thing, this is different thing what I am asking out of the context. If 11th Lord is come to 10th house, then there is also so many gains from career, because gains Lord is coming here. But
Yeah.
again, it's 12th from itself. So end of social circle,
Loss. Loss.
loss of social
Yeah.
circle.
Whenever the 10th house, 11th house, any lord, if it is 12th from itself, it will be loss for that area.
Loss of that house, but again in same time that is a house of gains also, and coming to the 10th house profession, so gains in profession, but you are so much
Loss.
involved with end of social circle.
End of social. Somewhere it will give loss, somewhere it will give gains, but
Hmm.
mostly the majority area, whenever the any planet is sitting 12th from itself, it always gives losses related to the previous house,
But we can
about
say
his
that,
house.
but this we can say that 11th head Lord in 10th house, that means gains if you are in MNC or working abroad, because 12th house going to 12th
12th.
house, 11th.
Yeah, if you're in a foreign country, if you are in if you are associated with foreign countries or different cultures, yes, then there is a possibility of. Or if you're in
Maybe working in
spiritual business,
hospitals,
or if you're in
hospitals,
spiritual
asylums.
business, hospitals, asylums, then you are going to be gaining.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. So, but whenever a planet is in progression, it is great news for it. It's a great news for people. Here, it is in progression now. Moon is in progression. So 10th house lord in the 11th house. That means gains from your workplace, gains from your social circle. There is sometimes gains. One thing, yeah, I was saying that Moon will be very close to uh, Ketu on 3rd of June, because Ketu is retrograde, right? So it has just entered into this house, which means that 3rd of June is a little bit of challenge when it comes to social presence. If you're doing any presentations, any socially you are involved somewhere, any group settings, any kind of thing you are involved with larger number of people, you may feel a little bit of discomfort, and sometimes even brain fog happens. So for that, as much as possible during this time, Vishnu Sahasranam will help you, because this is the house of Sun. Sun is nothing but Surya Narayan. That means Lord Vishnu himself. Vishnu ji can create some kind of, you know, brain fog. It will remove from your mind. Later, the 10th house Lord goes to the 12th house. Now, this is a time that there is possibility of you going to a long distance journey. There is possibility even from your workplace. You have been advised that we have to go here, or we are doing something, we are going somewhere, or maybe you are traveling during this time. But it's going to be very positive. 12th house is also the house of spirituality and subconscious mind. Subconscious and spiritually, you will be very much involved in karmic activities, in philanthropy, in sometimes donations, and sometimes, taking care of sick people. That is also possible. So someone, even as simple as, your child feeling a little bit of cold and cough, and you are nurturing, you are with them. That is how this time is. So expenses on medicines can happen when moon comes to the ascendant. Now this is going to be an awesome time. Number one, it is Raja Yoga. Number two, the Kendra Lord Moon, the Kendra Lord Venus, the Kendra Lord Mars are all aspecting Moon. It is not a very coincident. It is a very, very great time to if you're going through Moon Mahadasha, Mars Mahadasha, or Venus Mahadasha, there is going to be massive gains through partnership, or even those people who are not getting married, they get a married proposal, and there can be possibility of uh, great news coming to your family. In fact, in your career, in promotion, in progress, in things related to your intimacy, in even your relationship partnership is going to be very positive. When two benefits are in Kendra aspecting each other, like Moon and like Venus, it's going to add more emotional as well as more dependence, or more comfortable you will become with your partner. This is how positive this time is. Finally, Mercury will enter into Gemini. Now, when we talk about Gemini, is the Bhagyasthana, that means the place of your destiny. It is also the house of for long distance travel. So, some kind of travel can be planned during the 6th of June till and onwards. Between 6th of June till 24th of June, you can plan the travel, not do it right now. You can do it later, but this planning can happen, and you will be booking some tickets, getting some tickets, some kind of thing related to education. Also, higher education wise, you may think of taking some course, some activities. Something very beautiful is happening. So, amazing time for you. Ninth house Mercury with Jupiter makes a yoga which is called Lakshmi Narayana Yoga. This is like Jupiter and Venus are very powerful, but when it comes to Mercury and Jupiter also, it is still extreme powerful as well. In this yoga, it is a very good time to do Guru Puja. If you have Guru, if you have people who, or if you have made your Guru or a mentor or any teacher, you should do some kind of either gifting to them, or some kind of uh, giving them some kind of maybe as simple as flowers, as simple as something for them, like a book or something, some knowledge. This is what can be done. So that is one very great news you can. That is one very great thing you can do. And other than that, there can be travel for pilgrimages, or for some kind of religious activities. In many cases, because the sixth house lord is in the ninth house of uh, we can say this. K.N. Rao sir told me one day. He told that ninth house is also the house related to judicial system, judiciary. If anyone is having any problem related to judicial system, judiciary, or any kind of thing that we need to learn or get into, get a benefit from a court case, or any kind of court, any problems that are happening, there can be possibility of some good news from that area also when Mercury enters into Gemini, and Jupiter and Mercury are conjunct between 6th of June till 24th of June. Later, the biggest event that is happening in this month, in the beginning of the month, which is Mars, finally says that I am gone down from debilitated status, and I am now in a very positive state. Second house lord in the 11th house lord, making this beautiful kind of yoga, also improves the wealth, improves more and more income to you. So that is one positive news. In one scenario, this is also the time that not so other people are just Rohit, you were talking about some astrologer who was saying that Mars in 52 days, Mars and Ketu will be here, there will be disaster. Is everyone so stupid to listen to all this? Unless and until a planet like Mars and like Ketu are not in 7 degrees of close conjunction, there is no conjunction at all. They are just in the same zodiac. The conjunction happens from 23rd of July till 28th of July. So there is little bit of challenges between 23rd and 28th of July. That is 2 months, like a month later. But you know, such kind of misinformation can create, people getting away. Their faith goes away from astrology. Stupid people. Like I really say that why this karma does not attack them very quickly.
And another thing is that, if you have this Mars Ketu conjunction in your natal chart as well, then there is, some concern. And if you are going through a
My
Mars or
concern,
Ketu
Rohitji,
Mahadasha,
Nicholas Tesla, who is a very big guy in this world, who created so many inventions. He has Mars and Ketu. This is a time where you know.
If somebody into engineering and technical jobs, then perfectly. Surgeons, perfectly okay.
Luigi,
Not
I have fire in front of me. Now I put, nice marinated paneer or tofu on it, and eat it, or
or
I
your
put my
fingers
hands
in
into
it.
it. It
Depends.
depends on that. It depends on your intelligence. It depends on a very important chart in your divisional called D24. If you look at that, you will see that what is the intelligence level. Um, Actually, people are naive, right? People don't know so much about astrology, so people are making fool of other people. They just want money, money, money from other people. ऐसा नहीं, it's not like I don't charge money, but I take money for the righteous money that is required. I don't sell anything to anyone. Anyways, Mars and Ketu are not getting conjunct. They are in the same zodiac. Ketu is retrograde, so it is at 29 degree 59 minutes in the sign of Leo, and Mars is going to be from starting from 0 degree in a Gandanta point. This is a Gandanta point, going from a watery sign to a fiery sign. That's why we are making a very big video on this. So do subscribe so that you can watch that video. But possibly Mars plus Ketu will happen only between 23rd and 20th of May. And after 23rd or 20th of July, after that till 7th of July, they will be still in conjunction, because in the other house also they will have close 7 degrees each other. So that is the problem. So 23rd of July till 7th of August. Nothing other than that. Okay, Rohit. Mars in the 11th house is very good for gains, very good for possibility of income coming in, speculative gains. Mars is aspecting Rahu here also, and Jupiter is also aspecting Rahu here. So this is again positive. Rahu becomes in complete control here. So Rahu cannot even do anything bad to you. So it is very positive. Don't worry about anything. All the best for you. This week is a great week. So manifest great things, achieve great things, prosper, and be amazing like you guys are, Libra ascendant. And don't message Libra ascendant, because weakness. My weakness is Libra. Everyone messages nowadays. Samantha saying, "Sir, we Libra ascendant. They want quick appointment." I said, "ऐसा नहीं होता है ना. It's everyone is very good. Libra is dear to me." Anyways, all the best. Thank you. Scorpio. When we talk about Scorpio, here the moon is the lord of the ninth house, that is the Bhagyastan lord, and here it is entering into the 10th house. When Bhagya lord goes into the 10th house, this is again a Raja Yoga, because this is the time that your destiny actually evolves, and career wise you're supposed to get some great results. So those who are thinking or having a lot of tough time in your career, no problem at all. One thing happens is that around 3rd and 4th of June is when Moon and Ketu will be in very much close conjunction. This is the time, not a great time, 3rd and 4th of June, to make big decisions in your career, either in your business, either in your career. If you are taking or resigning or taking a job offer, you should just wait for one more day, like 6th of June is when you should do it, because that time Moon will enter into the sign of Virgo. Again, 9th house lord in the 11th house, that means gains through destiny. Now this is the time that positively decisions will be very favorable. You will be in a very good charismatic mode in your social circle. Your wishes and hopes will be one step more closer, and you will see more positivity here. Later, Moon will enter into the 12th house. This means 9th house lord in the 12th house, travel. Scorpio ascendant people are traveling a lot, I guess. And here, travel is again on the cards from 6th of June. There can be possibility of long distance travel, either for your business purposes, either for education, or either just a break from education. That means, okay, I will just go to my home, visit the home, and come back, meet my father, my mother. That is a possibility that can happen. Moon in the 12th house also signals some kind of religious puja or ceremonies to be happening. So let's hope for the best. Finally, Mercury, who is the 8th house lord, comes to the 8th house, but do not get confused. It is also the 11th house lord. That means gains is also related to Mercury here, and sudden ups and downs are also related to Mercury. Mercury is conjuncting one of the most positive planet, and that is Jupiter in the 8th house. This means that gains from your gains from shared resources, possibility of doing heavy great research, getting completely deeply into occult sciences can be possible. That here yeah, you can be in very deep related to occult sciences, and also deep research. Those who are in medical research, those who are in analytics, those who are in cyber security, some great news coming to you. Mercury is a mathematician. So those who are in any kind of accounting and finance also, or financial domain, any business they are doing, mortgage, finance, refinancing, insurance, WFG, World Financial Group, you will see great news. Those who are in finance business will hear something extreme positive, and their biggest trouble or struggle will now end here. Later, Mars will enter into the Kendra. That means Mars here in this chart is the Lagna Lord and goes to the 10th house. A lot of time that you have been trying to revive your career pattern. This is the time that your career pattern revives in a very beautiful, very amazing manner. Especially, you will get actually divine help during this time. Those who are expecting or working towards new job interviews and they're waiting to hear on an offer letter, maybe your mail is now, your email has come of an offer letter attachment. You will see that attachment and get very happy. Those who are expecting some great collaborations in business, you will see them collaborations is happening. When you're expecting some great things related to status or improvement in status, or you feel you are very demotivated and you feel that societal wise nothing is great is happening, you will see that something's great are happening to you. So the alignment of Mars in the 10th house is very great. Now, as some astrologers are saying, and we'll be making a complete video on it, so do subscribe, but I want to say between 23rd of July till 20th of July, Mars and Ketu will be in close conjunction, and this can create a little bit of discomfort in your workplace, and especially related to power games. For that, you wait for the big video because that will give you more clarity. Okay, all the best. Otherwise, manifest great things. Even real estate wise, things are going to move forward. Even your what do you say, children wise, things are going to move forward. If you're thinking that you want to gift your children some kind of built property, this is the time to even work on their inheritance. Very great time the next 2 months, and especially this week is super for you. So all the best. Sagittarius Soiji. When we talk about Sagittarius, Moon is entering into Leo here. When we talk about Moon here, Moon is the Lord of the 8th house coming to the 9th house. That means, gains through your in-laws, gains through your social shared resources, gains from your research and development. So you must have done research and development. Now this is the time of praise. You get praise about it, that yes, man, what kind of research you've done. It's when Moon is in the 9th house, it solves all the problem related to your judicial system also. If there is any problem that is government wise, you're getting some issues or some problems in travel, in workplace, in home life, just being a housewife or house husband, if there is any kind of challenges that you're facing on a regular basis, you are going to be a very solution oriented person. 3rd of June till 4th of June, very careful that do not disrespect any kind of gurus, do not disrespect any kind of knowledge, do not get into argument related to religion. Very important. Otherwise, you will have faced a lot of problems. Moon enters into the 10th house here. Now, this is 8th house lord in the 10th house. In the work area, we have to be careful. It is Kendra, we are positive, but still, work wise, some kind of sudden ups and downs can happen. Suddenly, emotional outburst. Sometimes you emotionally become completely saying that, okay, now I give up. I don't want to do it. I quit. That kind of situation can happen. So, we don't want to take rash decisions. We want to take very practical decisions. It is just a matter of 2 days. June 6th to June 8th is when we are June 4th to June 6th is when such kind of problems can come, but cry it out. I would suggest cry. Sometimes crying also is important. Cry it out and just forget not to take any action on it, because it can create sudden imbalance in your career area. We don't want that. Moon, now this is positive. When Moon comes to the 11th house here, it is aspected by Mars, it is aspected by Jupiter, it is aspected by Venus. Such power it is getting. Aspected by Mars, Mahalakshmi Yog, aspected by Jupiter, Gaj Kesi Yog, aspected by Venus, or the Lord of the dispositor of the 11th house, aspecting the planet sitting there. This is positivity, and here you can add some kind of great value to your your social circle, your friends, your hopes, your goals, your aspirations are going to be taken care of, and there is a lot of possibility of speculative gain suddenly. The regret, either regret if you take bad decision between 4th and 6th of June in your career, or either patience and you see that your prayers are now answered. This is how positive this placement is. Later, Mercury will enter into Gemini, into its own sign. Kendra Lord are both in Kendras and not aspected by any kind of malefic here, which is very great news. One positivity is that Relationship wise, if you're struggling somewhere to get into marriage, to get into proposals, to get into get into commitment, this is the month that commitment will come into action. If you're going through Mercury and Jupiter dasha, then I can't even explain my happiness for you guys. You are going to be super happy. I'm going to be happy because you're going to be happy. When it comes to intimacy, your sexual life also becomes very nice. In many cases, seventh house is also the house that is related to pada prapati. That means 10th house lord is sitting 10th from itself. It means that designation goes up. If you're waiting for some kind of improvement in your designation or getting even a new job, a job offer, job letter, that's going to happen for you. In fact, there is possibility of signing some big contracts. So if there is any big contract that you're working on, it's going to be manifesting in this month. So lot of good wishes to you. I don't want to jinx more by saying good only, but whatever it is, I told you. Finally, Moon, Mars, and we have made a Mercury video, right, Rohitji? We have made the Mercury video, right? Or no, we have not. Yeah, so you can watch the Mercury video, you'll get more insights. Mars entering into the ninth house here. When Mars is enters the ninth house here, we have to understand the fifth house lord is exactly fifth from itself, and the 12th house lord is exactly ninth from itself. This means that foreign travel for education, if you are struggling here, that can happen. There is possibility of you getting some kind of aggressive lecture or aggressive mentorship during this time, and which is important. Fifth house lord, fifth from itself, is also indication of progeny, childbirth. If that is the thing that you should be taking action here. Mars is aspecting your 12th house, Mars is aspecting the third house, and Mars is aspecting the fourth house. Real estate wise also, if you are in that scenario of Mars dasha, Moon dasha, or Jupiter dasha, and Mars is there playing any role, then there is possibility of manifestation of real estate also. But in this chart, Mars is the fifth house lord in the ninth house, which is a very good time for your destiny to play for you. While you may be hearing a lot of stupidity on YouTube or Instagram regarding to Mars plus Ketu coming together and whatnot, just remember and just logically think 23rd till 28th of July is when Mars and Ketu will be in close conjunction, 7 degrees, close to each other, but not before that. So before that, they are in the same sign, but they are not conjunction. Conjunction is only 7 degrees plus minus. So don't believe in all this stupidity, and please use logic. Many people will say you many things, but astrology has to be used to fuel your to power your subconscious mind so that great things can manifest, not fear. If fear is there, then why will you go to astrologer? He will give you more fear. It is better na कि उसके बिना ही, like, just be, whatever it is. Anyways, all the best, guys. Have a great, wonderful time, and I will see you on the other side next week. So, all the best. There is one more good thing. Do at your own pace astrology for beginners. We have 16 astrology classes, 40 plus after lectures, and 1 hour free appointment. This 1 hour of free appointment is going away now. We are not going to do this because I think it is very valid for only 16 astrology classes and 40 plus after lectures. Those who are booking now in this month, May 29th or May, then we are doing it. Otherwise, we are going away from it. So all the best. As we look at Capricorn here, Moon is entering into Leo. Now, when we talk about Moon, is the 7th house lord of Maraka also entering into the 8th house, but it gives very much gains if you are in any kind of partnership business, or if you're thinking of any kind of partnership, starting any partnership. This is the right time for it. Not 3rd to 4th of June. We don't want to do anything because there is going to be problem. But 1st of June till 3rd of June, before 3rd of June, great time to start partnership. Think about it. Very great time. Ketu is in the 8th house for you, right? Sorry, Rohit. Ketu is in the 8th house for you with Moon. This is one more thing where it plays with your subconscious mind. Ketu is a very extremely benefic planet when it comes to the house of Moksha. This is the house of Moksha, and the Mrityu Sthana also we call. Ketu is very beneficial where when a planet like Moon, Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, or Moon, Jupiter, Mercury, Venus comes here, it's not very great because they feel a little bit of challenge in the 8th house. Because Moon is here, it can feel emotional challenge. Sometimes you will not be able to express yourself very rightly to your partner, which can create you to be on a very lower side, or very other people may dominate you. So be careful. Whatever you want to do after 4th of June, because Moon will enter into Virgo here. This is positivity because 7th house lord goes to the 9th house. If you are discussing any kind of terms and condition with your partnerships, any partnership with your children, with you, with your wife, with your business partner, anything, Your destiny will support you. In fact, your learning will come to play, where you will make sure you don't make wrong decisions. This is also the house of judiciary. So here, in any cases, so sixth house is the house of enemies, but fourth from the sixth is the relief from enemies and sukha from enemies. So this means that here, if any judicial problem is going on, you are able to solve that also. Finally, moon will enter in. One more thing, because seventh house lord, you may also do some kind of journey, long distance journey with a partner also. That is also possible here. Later, moon will enter into the 10th house. Now, when moon enters into the 10th house, this is a very beautiful time, and very, very rare times when such kind of things happen. Mars is aspecting moon, Jupiter is aspecting moon, and Venus is aspecting moon. That means all the people who make yogas with moon are aspecting. One thing that is happening here is that all the three Kendra lords, first house, fourth house, fourth house, seventh house, and 10th house, if you see, they're in interchange right now. Moon is in the house of Venus. Venus is in the house of Mars. Mars is in the house of Moon, which means some great, amazing, long-term pending things related to your real estate, related to partnerships, related to career is coming to a closure, and that closure will be in your favor. If you are expecting any kind of new jobs, any kind of new proposals, you are seeing positivity, and there can be possibility of them closing and you becoming extremely, extremely happy during this week. Maybe a job offer comes, maybe an offer of marriage comes, maybe an offer on your property comes, or you put an offer on a property. Such kind of beautiful placement is what it is here. Finally, Mercury will enter into Gemini. Now, when we look at Mercury, not an extremely great placement, but according to the law of Parashara, he says that if anyone has the ninth house as, or a Trikona has a house and a Dushtana has a house, it becomes a benefic planet. So Mercury is going to restore your workplace ethics, your problems between you and your, between some politics or someone you are feeling very left out, or some challenges in the workplace, you will see some progress there. Enemies also, you will see some progress here. There is possibility that if you are applying for a loan debt, you may receive something amazingly great, like even you did not deserve that kind of possibility. If you're reevaluating your house, very good time. If you're thinking of repayment of loan, this is also very good time. Mercury and Jupiter, when they sit together, it's called Lakshmi Narayan Yoga. Now this is also very good. um, let's hope for the best, man. I am very, very hopeful that this time, one very major thing that is happening is both are aspecting the 12th house, and Mercury is also the ninth house lord. So your destiny is also working for going to foreign country. If you take initiative between this time and till 24th of June, actually till the time Mercury is here, the energy is here, there may be possibility that you go to a foreign country, or maybe get the way to how to go to a foreign country. Health wise, we need to be careful, because Mercury and Jupiter, when they are together, they can create a little bit of bloating in the stomach, sometimes skin diseases. So that's where you can be very careful. But otherwise, it's a beautiful time. Mars. Now this is what is very exciting. Mars is the fourth house lord, and Mars is also, Rohiji, the 11th house lord, and it has gone to the eighth house. Fourth house is the house of property, which is ruled by Mars. Eighth house is the house of inheritance. That means there is some combination between property and inheritance. If you're working towards it, you may see some success. 11th house is the house of goals and aspiration, and here Mars is sitting exactly ninth from the 11th house. Sorry, a 10th from the 11th house. This means some kind of great thing is coming in your career. Career wise, this is of such a beautiful time that I can't even tell you. Many people are doing a lot of poisonous things on YouTube, Rohiji, that okay, Mars and Ketu are together, you will get destroyed. But ask these stupid people to actually understand that unless and until a planet is 7 degrees close to each other, there is no conjunction. Only Sun has the power around 13 and a half, 14 degrees to combust, but otherwise no one has that much power. Here Ketu is powerless at all. It's a shadow planet. Unless and it will come close conjunction 7 degrees, then only it will act. And that is happening actually on 28th of July. But between 23rd and 28th of July, they will be in close conjunction. So this month nothing is there. So no need to be fear about it. In fact, Mars in the 8th house, just be fear about accidents, like on your own level. Some kind of blood donation, some kind of accident, some kind of visiting a hospital, either for your family or either for yourself to do a blood test. That can be possible, but nothing more, like nothing like you're dying. Or what was one person saying, Rohitji? I heard it on an Instagram reel, that Mars and Ketu comes together. Like he was saying in Hindi, but I will tell you in English. Mars and Ketu comes together. It is the time that your past lives karmas are going to get destroyed, and because they are coming together, there will be an aggressive past life karmas that comes to you. So past life you have done something wrong, that will manifest right now. Or it will manifest according to the Mahadasha Antardasha. How will it manifest according to only Mars and Ketu's period? So Mars and Ketu period is not, Mars and Ketu in conjunction is not that bad. Both, Ketu is very comfortable here, very, very extremely research oriented, very great time to learn new languages, to do new researches. Those who are in medical research, Mars and Ketu combination is like a blessing for them. Those who are in cyber security, analytics, those who are in any kind of thing that has to do with secret work, like raw, like any kind of secret agencies they work for, like FBI, you will see that a lot of growth happens to you. All the government people, very growth for you. Mars and Ketu also means strategy building, because Mars is the commander of chief and Ketu is the army, the approaching army. So this is the time of strategy building for your life and for your next events of your life. So don't take it in the wrong way, it is actually very positive and beautiful for you. Okay, all the best, guys. I'm making a very big video on Mars and Ketu, so don't, with stories, with nakshatras, with everything. So you cannot miss that. It's a very important video. So do subscribe so that you can see that. All the best. Aquarius rising. So Moon is entering into Leo here, Roichi. When we talk about Moon, Moon is the sixth house lord in the seventh house. This is a very great placement, especially for victory from enemies. If your enemies have been troubling you, if there is a lot of problem in your competition wise, you are facing a lot of problem and you're giving your 100%, but things are not working, it will start working. Those people who are expecting, those people who are expecting any kind of promotion, any kind of possibility that workplace they get some relief or some status in the workplace, or maybe they're accepted in the workplace, that is also happening. Because this is the house of career also, house of relationship also. We can see that relationship wise also some great things are happening. Only one problem happens: between 3rd and 4th of June, Moon and Rahu will be very close to each other. In such cases, brain fog, or sometimes challenges in relationships, some arguments, some kind of fight, emotional drama, or what you say, melodrama happens. That kind of stuff happens, so we have to be careful in that area, otherwise we are very good. Moon entering into the 8th house makes a Viprit Raj Yoga. Now this Viprit Raj Yoga is very powerful, because here Moon is going to improve your health wise. If there is a lot of ups and downs in your life, you will find a solution for your health. So this is also positive. Moon is aspecting the second house to Saturn. If disciplined approach is taken in investments, you will also gain from this kind of a period. Very nice. Finally, Moon, the sixth house lord, goes to the ninth house. Now remember, sixth house is the house of enemies and court cases. Ninth house is the house of solving of that court cases or solving of the enemial problem also. When Moon comes to the ninth house here, aspected by Mars, aspected by Venus, aspected by Jupiter, do you think you need more anything more for me to say that what is going to happen? It is Mahalakshmi Yoga. You gain from your enemies, you gain from competitions, you gain from your communication, you gain from your creativity, you gain from your, if you are in a startup, you have just startup, don't give up. This is the time to put more energy, more fuel into it, because you are going to become successful. Ninth house is the house of long distance journey, because the lord of the long distance journey is aspecting, also the long of the short distance journey is aspecting Moon. There is a great possibility that you may travel abroad or foreign country, or there can be great possibility that you may go to a pilgrimage, going to some kind of some kind of, we can say, a temple, or you have a short trip to a pilgrimage, or maybe spiritual trip, spiritual retreat. Such kind of things are possible. One remedy if you want to do is during this time when Moon comes to the ninth house, the sixth house in the ninth house, service wise you should donate books either to needy people, or just, have you seen, like, Roji, this is not a coincidence. I've been doing a lot of observation. All the people, the missionaries, are always sharing Bible whenever on the road, just for free. They're giving Bible to everyone. They're giving Bible to everyone. All the ISKCON Hare Krishna people are also giving Bhagavad Gita. Have you seen the common factor between these two organizations is that they are mostly trying to spread knowledge. spread knowledge, and their organizations are growing very powerfully also. We ourselves, within ourselves, are also an organization. We should be doing a lot of donations related to knowledge, because that is going to manifest some great things. And great things, whatever you have given to universe has to give back to you, either good, either bad. So you have to do good things, so good things will come. And this is the time of donating some books or spiritual books or some kind of knowledgeable books, or maybe blank books where people can fill knowledge. That also is possible. So all the best. Finally, Mercury will enter into Gemini. When we look at Mercury here, it is the fifth house lord, but it is also the eighth house lord. Fifth house and eighth house, whenever they will make any combination, Rohiji, it is lottery. It is something speculative gain. And here, the 11th house lord is also in the fifth house. If you're going through Mercury and Jupiter Mahadasha, then you should try your luck in lottery, try your luck in speculative gain, try your luck in share market, stock market. Be very careful, because don't go on my suggestion. Just talk to an expert, or take some mentorship, like take some guidance here. But eighth house lord exactly sitting 10th from itself is going to be very much career progress through sudden events. Like suddenly your career is going progressing. Suddenly you think you find some people and you start up something. Suddenly your children are doing very great. You come into a romantic relationship, a relationship partnership, new partnerships, new relationships begin for you, and lot of manifestation of wealth. Fifth house lord in the second house with the fifth house lord, that means wealth wise you can manifest great things. So please do some learning, because this is a house of education. The more education you do, the more possibility of wealth. But some windfall is coming between between 6th of June till 24th of June. Some great windfall or great possibility or great uh, road you will find, which wherever you walk on that road, you will always be having wealth. So something good is coming. So use your brain 200% during this time. Mars, it is also good time for progeny. Those who are waiting for progeny, so for childbirth, they are struggling. Here you will see that this struggle also ends, and some positive news is coming for you related to progeny, related to childbirth. Your wife may conceive. If you're a woman, you may conceive. So let's hope for the best. Mars enters into Leo. Now, here this is one positive, or we can say okay news. Mars is the fourth house, Mars is the 10th house lord, and Mars is the third house lord. Third house is the house of communication, and seventh house is the house of relationships. There can be some kind of aggression that you may show in your relationships. So that is one thing we have to be careful about. But 10th house lord sitting 10th from itself, just search Parashara Hora Shastra. Parashara says, when Kendra Lord, that is 10th house Lord, sits 10th from itself, there is Pada Prapati, that is getting some status, getting some hierarchy in your life. So we are expecting that. Mars is aspecting the ascendant, controlling Rahu. Jupiter is aspecting, controlling Rahu. So Rahu will be in control, so you will not take wrong decisions. And this time is improvement of status in society, getting very powerful in society, getting new relationship pattern coming in. But sometimes argument in relationships can happen, which can lead to fight also. By the time Mars and Ketu are in conjunct from 23rd till 28th of July, that time we can see more aggressiveness in relationships. uh, I would suggest that before that, there is nothing to worry about. All the poison that you've been hearing on YouTube, that Mars and Ketu together, you will get destroyed, this, that, nothing is happening. They're so stupid, they don't even understand that conjunction is happening for only 10 days. Mars and Ketu, what will they do in 10 days? So do not take things on face value. Everything happens here, it's a maths. Astrology is maths, astrology is analytics. Astrology cannot happen unless and until there are certain degrees, certain combinations happen only when degrees are very 7 degrees close to each other. Then 7 degrees is supposed to be very light, then 3 degrees is supposed to be very very powerful, and zero, like very very close degrees, planetary conjunction is planetary war. Then again, when they're away from each other, then they're away 7 degrees later, everything is off. You don't have any kind of combination. It is just like, understand, two people are in the same house, and if I move my hand like this, am I slapping him? I cannot, because he's not close enough to me. How can I slap him? We are just in the same house. The energy is okay, but when we're close conjunction, I can slap that person, then problem happens. So please learn astrology, everyone. Learn. Don't get fanatically, scared. Astrology is a subject of hope, not of getting scared. There is problem sometimes, but we need to find solutions for it. That's why we are here. Okay, All the best, have a great time, and I will see you next week again. So do subscribe. Pisces ascendant. Now, many people say this is the final ascendant, but this is not the final ascendant. This is the beginning of spirituality. And here, that is what is happening. Moon is entering into sign of Leo, the fifth house lord in the sixth house. That means gains to children, gains through creativity in your workplace. In fact, you will see that if there is romance and romantic thing, then it becomes a daily routine for you. Your love life becomes very prosperous. Only problem is moon is in the dushtana. In dushtana, it can create health problems. Especially moon is related to the body fluids of the body. It can create either water retention or sometimes dehydration, depending on your chart. In this sign, if you're going through moon mahadasha antardasha, it's very important to take care of those people who are lactating, like the mothers who are giving milk to their children. You have to be careful about eating whatever stupidity, so that your child does not get any kind of bad, what do you say, bad milk. Or those who are even very sensitive towards milk products should not eat milk products when moon is in the sixth house for you, Pisces ascendant. If this is a pakka placement for you, you will get lactose intolerance. That is what happens in many cases. But Moon and Ketu together get in very close conjunction, 3rd and 4th of June. We have to be very silently shut in your workplace. Otherwise, you can create some kind of fuss, some kind of problems, and that will not be very great for you. You may feel that why the hell did I create some kind of emotional drama here? So we don't want any emotional drama. No resignations, no changing of job during this time. If you're even joining a job, be very quiet first day, because first day is very nice. Okay, we just be very quiet. That's what I suggest. But job offers can come. Huh? That is one positivity, because fifth house lord is gone to the sixth house. That means your destiny is working very amazing in the workplace for you. Moon enters into the seventh house. Now, when fifth house lord comes to the seventh house, there is a lot of commitment that comes, especially those who are thinking of marriage, those who are thinking of education, those who are thinking of investing into speculation. There's a lot of commitment comes, a lot of signing of contracts happens. Many people may also think of getting into maybe joint venture, maybe something that has to do with marriage or engagement, or something that has to do with big contracts that you've been working from very long time will also come, and you will be able to manifest greatness. Now, this is something that we have to be very hopeful about. Fifth house and eighth house are making a relationships. Fifth house planet is aspecting, Mars is aspecting the eighth house, Venus is aspecting the eighth house, Jupiter is aspecting the eighth house. That means some great growth or great positive news is coming suddenly in your life. And this suddenly news will come only if you're going through Jupiter Mahadasha, Moon Mahadasha, Mars Mahadasha, or Venus Mahadasha. These are the only areas where you will get sudden great news. And what does this news mean? This news means that either some kind of very great speculative gains, either you have forgot something that you have invested somewhere, that investment may come as a return, or either possibility of real estate, either development, either some news, or either inheritance, some news like that. I met someone, Rohitji, a few days ago on an appointment. He's a realtor in Calgary. He said, I came across a property. I took the title off because I did not never ever knew that. He said there's a very big 137 acre of property very near to Calgary. He said I put there were 112 owners of that property. 137 acres. Someone owns 3 acres, 2 acres, but it's a collective deal. So someone who sold as a collective. He said I mailed 112. Like I mail, like mail means not like email. Mail means here in Canada, it's like mostly letter. I send letter to all the addresses. 60 people responded that we don't know that we own a property, and that means this much acres of land, and that is in millions right now. So such kind of speculative gain they got suddenly. So such kind of things also can happen with all the Pisces ascendant people. So let's be very hopeful. Again, health wise, we will be careful of the stomach health, because and hemorrhoids, those who have hemorrhoids and piles kind of problem will face some challenges here. Those who have gut issues will face challenges here. So avoid milk products. Finally, one more great research I came across. So the eggs that are there are two kinds of egg. One is called fertilized egg. That is, if fertilized eggs are there, the hen will not let you even take it, because that comes from the mating of hen and the cock. But when it comes to non-fertilized egg, that is what we get in the market. Non-fertilized egg are less cruel than drinking milk. Rohit, this is the research. And this is done by a very big humanitarian activist. He says that for getting milk, the cow is the cow has to become pregnant only twice in the whole lifetime. But here the cows gives 9 calves, because what people are doing, putting injection, making the cow conceive, always giving milk so that milk does not end. So this is cruelty towards animals. So the milk that everyone is drinking is cruelty. The milk is not, we say, vegetarian, it is an animal product. So it is cruelty, it is beta of cruelty. So I told my wife, we want to boycott milk. We'll get soya milk or we'll get almond milk, but we'll not get the normal milk, because if you think logically, it is cruelty. You are just making some cow pregnant, standing in one place, and they're giving milk. So it is actually genuine cruelty towards a cow. We are thinking cow is our mother, this, that, whatnot, but this is cruelty. Free run, like the ISKCON people and all. These people are also preaching about cows and this and that, and the cow is getting pregnant. They're making cow pregnant every year, every 1.5 year. So this is cruelty. You just tell me, Roji, logically does not sound right. It is cruelty or not? Are they? This is not a control environment. They are impregnating the cow in a different manner so that they can give calf, and the milk production should not end. So it is cruelty. The milk is for the calf, not for us. So I think people should stop milk and milk products, because anyways, who am I to say? This world has it's been going long time when people are talking about animal cruelty, but no one is everyone thinks that no, this is vegetarian milk, we are taking vegetarian. There are so many bacteria into it. How is it vegetarian? Anyways, if milk is vegetarian, then egg is also vegetarian, because it is coming an animal product. Okay. So moon entering into Libra. Sorry for my aggression, but my Mars and Ketu are coming together, Rohit, so I cannot help it. But moon entering into Libra, so great things are happening. Finally, Mercury, the Kendra Lord, enters into Kendra. Whenever the Kendra Lords are in conjunction, this is a very big Raj Yoga, and this is also Lakshmi Narayan Yoga. When we talk about Lakshmi Narayan Yoga here, just imagine in the fourth house of your mother, of your place of your, where we look at your mother, where we look at your real estate, where we look at home, where we look at emotional satisfaction, where we look at our, what you say, we can also say work-life balance or peace through work. Such a positive combination or conjunction happening here, which is going to be an amazing time for all the people. Especially in your career, you will see growth. In your relationship, you will see growth. In your personality, you will see personality development happening. And these from 6th of June till 24th of June is like a blessing period for you if you want to invest into real estate or a car or a new car. Some people say that, okay, when do I buy a new car? This is that time. If you're going through Mercury and Jupiter period, then I don't even have to tell you. You will go through some kind of a fixed asset or some kind of asset that you create. So all the best. When Kendra Lords are in Kendra, it is super powerful. So please think and manifest something great and make achievable, desirable goals. You can write it down and work towards it. That this. So what happened, Rohit? I have a 2025 calendar. What I have done, at some point, I have written my goals. That this is the time I want to achieve this goal. This is the time I have to achieve this goal. This is the time I have to achieve this goal. And what I do is that this is my idea, as I say. When I reach that page and I say, oh, I have not achieved that goal, then I don't say no. I say I'll give you more time. Let me do one more month and let me do what are the pros, what are the actions that I need to take, and what are the possibilities that I did not work on. And then I have seen 2 times my goal has been achieved. First, my weight goal was there that I have to let 10 kg go in 3 months. It happened before 3 months only. So I'm very positive. From 6th of March till now, I am absolutely 11 kgs down. So I'm very good. So such kind of goals you have to write, and you have to manifest that, okay, on this day I want to achieve this goal, and work towards it. That is this time here. You need to be very much focused. Those people who are expecting some kind of possibility of inheritance or some possibility of getting some good news from your family members, you will see that. Even foreign settlement is a great opportunity for you. Career wise also, and relationship wise also, it's a very great time. Oh, Mars enters into Leo now, and Mars is entering into Leo into the 6th house here. Look at Mars, the ninth house lord in the sixth house, and the second house lord in the sixth house. That means your destiny and your money is both, the lord of these two houses are placed in the sixth house of your effort, daily routine, enemies, debt, and also service. All these factors, if you activate, especially service area, you activate, you'll see that money will start increasing, your debt will start going down. And ninth house lord in the sixth house means victory over enemies. And Mars, anyways, when Ketu and Mars are together, it is victory over enemies. It's a very, very aggressive placement. But there is one clarification I want to give everyone who believe in astrology. 23rd till 28th of July is when Mars and Ketu, actually 23rd till 7th of August is when Mars and Ketu will be in close conjunction. Before that, there is no conjunction of Mars and Ketu. So if you are getting worried that, oh, this month they are coming together, what will happen? It is all stupidity. Don't panic over it. 23rd till 27th of July is 7th of August is when they will be in close conjunction. For that, I will be making a video. For that, you will get understanding, and sometimes some remedies are required, which I will share. So don't panic. Mars here is also aspecting your house of higher education, which is own sign. Mars is aspecting the 12th house and the ascendant. This means during this time there is going to be a lot of courage that you will show for hidden enemies. Enemies are not going to be troubling you. If in the workplace, if you're waiting for any kind of job offer, or maybe in your job they have promised you for a foreign country, because your Mars is aspecting your ninth and 12th house, there is possibility that you may go to a foreign country as well. So amazing things happening this week, man. And for the continuous, there's so many things that are going to be layover for a very long time. So all the best, brothers, sisters, friends, girlfriends, parents, mothers, fathers, grandparents who are looking at us. Girlfriend I just added because I don't have any, Rohitji, so I said bol deta hu, I'm married person. I don't have any girlfriend, so I'm just saying that if anyone feels cousin girlfriend, then also very good for them. Okay, all the best. Here, do at your own pace astrology for beginners. We have 16 astrology classes with 40 plus hours of lectures, and we're giving this initial offer of 1 hour of free appointment. Now that is going to go away, and only 16 astrology classes and 40 hours of lectures will be there. So those who have taken this, 31st of May is the last. After that, we will stop it from 1st of June, the 1 hour of free appointment. So all the best. Have a great time, and see you in the next video. Thank you, Rohitji.
Thank you very much, and really very exciting week as well as the start of the month, and eagerly waiting for this Mars Ketu video, which will be the video along with remedies and all the stuff we need to understand in detail. Thank you very much, Akashji. Thank you. Thanks to all the family members. We'll meet you in some next video, Akashji. Till then, thank you.
जय
Jai
श्री
Shri Ram.
राम, जय
Jai
हनुमान, जय माता दी, जय माँ लक्ष्मी, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय.